you're
Don't get crazy.
We want to thank you guys for coming out. Obviously, we know it's towards the holidays and all that good stuff. Everybody's busy, but we're glad that you guys came. We're gonna start the slideshow now.
promotion.
Yes, these are the promotions. Last month we had a diamond.
Look at all these executives and stuff. And Ruby, I think everybody got their $500 bonus. So that's cool. We're gonna make this kind of fast. We don't want to overwhelm you, but we wanted to touch up on some charting situations.
And because we're running through this kind of fast, we don't want to confuse anybody, so we're not going to go into super detail. But if you guys do have any questions, please wait until the end and pull us aside, or just message us or call us or something like that, just so that we keep this moving.
Yeah, so I'll let Desi kind of talk about the charting thing, but one of the biggest kind of like concerns or situations, issues, whatever you want to call it, we've been like dealing with lately is people not knowing, where to place or what is placing or, what do I do when I sign people? So I just want to like quickly go over real fast. We've had Ruby every single month like explaining how it is, but I know there's a lot of newbies here. First step when you sign up is you're getting your first 4 customers. A lot of times, you can get your 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th before you get your first distributor. But when you have, why we tell you guys to start looking for a distributor, when you hit like your 3rd and 4th loyal, is because you want to, so executive is just these 2. I just want to like explain real fast. You want to fill these up fast because when you have these spots filled and you sign your 5th, your 6th, your 7th, etc. loyals, you what we mean by moving them is you can literally move like your 5th loyal to your distributor. And then you're going to start getting them closer to 400. So people get confused with moving and people like kind of want to hoard them, which is okay. But if you want to hoard all of your customers underneath you, you have to be okay with maybe not promoting as fast.
And also, you placing loyals, it really does help your distributors.
Yeah.
A lot of times it's a confidence boost. It gets them closer to earning their free 120, their rack rewards and all that good stuff. So it's also helping your team because they signed with you because they kind of trusted you, and not that you have to give away everything. That's not what we're telling you. But it's nice.
Yeah, and you get a fast start. So like if maybe someone's taking, like let's say like Desi signs me and I'm taking off really slow and Desi signs a couple loyals, her placing them under me is gonna first like give me a confidence booster, and then it's gonna get her fast start, and then I'm only gonna need 2 more myself. So we're not just saying, give them all away, but usually when I place them, I'm like, okay, I gave you, here's your first loyal, I'm gonna give you your first loyal, and now I'm just asking that you match my efforts, yada, yada, yada. Okay, so what I wanted to explain is that I have 5 loyals. Like when you log into my eSuite, you'll see that I have a 5 loyal count, but I probably signed like probably 200 or something. They're not underneath me though. I move them because I chart for a promotion. So something that I think people also get confused is that you always have to have 4 active loyals under you. That's not true. You just have to sign 4 loyals right away, and then you never have to.
30 days.
Yeah, in your first 30 days, and then you never have to keep another one under you. So my personal bonus volume, like my 5 loyals signed up within my first 48 hours, which was in 2014. They're not running auto shipments anymore. My only personal volume is my auto shipment. I'm not just signing loyals to replace those 4. I think a lot of people think that they always have to have 4 active ones for your, your bonuses, and that's not true. If you guys are confused about this, because it's extremely confusing, confide in your upline. It doesn't matter how long you've been in this. Savannah still asks me questions when she places them. Sometimes when you confide in the person above you, like, hey, I signed 2 loyals, here's my team, like, where should I place them? Like your upline can help you see things in a different aspect. I still ask Desi, I signed a distributor, where the heck should I place them? Here are my situations.
Yeah, and speaking on placing distributors, a lot of people really worry about placing distributors. Of course, you want to fill your top line first for whatever promotion you're going for, but then you can place distributors. I've placed, countless distributors, and it's not only helping your team, it's helping you promote, it's doing all that good stuff. You still get the fast start, you still get all that good stuff, but it's helping you get your promotion. So say you're like a distributor signing crazy, like Rachel was when she first started, and she was placing distributors, and that's how she promoted so fast, because not everybody does that. Like I didn't do that when I first signed and stuff like that. So again, you don't ever have to place anybody, but it's really beneficial for earning bonuses, for helping out your team and everything else.
Because you need your distributors, like that's what this 400 means for all you new people in here. You know, each loyal is a certain amount of volume, and you need them at 400. So like me signing a wrap loyal and placing it under Tanya, that's just giving her more volume towards 400. So that's the benefit, like, you know, it's really beneficial to you. So don't think like, oh my gosh, I'm giving a loyal away and now I'm not gonna make any money. It's still helping you out a lot. You're still making just as much money.
And also, when you're placing distributors, say you place somebody and you're just doing it to hit a promotion or whatever, and then this person ends up being like psycho good. Cream of the crop rises to the top. So say like you sign somebody and then you put them here, and then all of a sudden they're charted for executive whenever, and this person still hasn't filled this box. This person can move up. I mean, you're never going to actually see it happen, but you can use that for charting and promoting. And when you get to that point, let us know so that we can help you and make sure that you're making the right placement moves.
It is like, this is overwhelming and it's kind of confusing, but it really does make sense, and it is just like so important, because I know there's been so many situations on my team where people tried doing it on their own, and they maybe tried moving a distributor to someone they thought was good, and now they're still at distributor rank, and they could be like Emerald. I swear that is a situation I have on my team. And now they came to me and they're like, she was in tears and she was like, why am I still a distributor? I have 13 distributors under me. And she just accidentally messed up placing. She tried doing it on her own. Sweetest person in the world, but she just didn't understand. And now she knows, you know, I'm gonna ask until it makes sense to me, because it didn't make sense to her at the time. So just be careful. We also have 24 hours to move a loyal and a distributor. You can't sign someone last week and then decide where you want to move them this week. It's so important in your first 24 hours to move them.
And the loyal has to be signed up before the distributor if you're gonna place that way. And why we have the ruby and the diamond chart up here is rubies make diamonds. When you look at this is 3 rubies. And that's why ruby is so important. That's why it's so important to help your team get there, and to just use that as the basis for promoting.
Mm-hmm. And like, as you see, so, you know, you go executive, you go ruby, and then you're gonna go emerald. Emerald's just right here, that's 2 rubies. So ruby really is everything. And I think I'm not gonna say I think, that's why Mark brought out the $500 bonus for ruby, because he wants everybody to see the importance of it. It's literally the core of everything.
Do you have anything else that we should add? I think you touched on everything.
Just the biggest thing is, like, don't be afraid to ask your upline or your upline when you sign someone and you don't know where to place. It doesn't make you look, you know, you don't have to be embarrassed. It's confusing, and it will make sense to you. It really will when you keep doing it.
Charting is hard, especially when you first start. So don't feel like you're bothering us by any means, because I mean, like Rachel said, she still comes to me to help place. I go to Rachel sometimes, I'm like, man, I don't even know where to place this person.
Yeah.
So it's okay to ask for help, because other people see things that you can't see, especially when we're talking about compression and all that good stuff.
And there's one thing. So the volume from everyone under you goes to your 400. So like those 2 boxes under the executive are going to add towards that executive's volume. So they're going to help that person get to 400. So if I was the ruby and I needed to help those 2 people under executive get to 400, I would place under them, because that executive's automatically going to be at 400 if those 2 people under her are at 400. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And I think that's it for charting. Oh, I thought I deleted it.
Come on up, ladies.
Oh, she's your 9. You don't have to go there. I thought I took you off, apparently.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi there.
Hello.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and talk about setbacks in the business. Whether they are intentional setbacks or just completely blindside you, setbacks do happen, and it's important to bounce back from them. So first, Ari, What's your rank and how long have you
Oh.
married?
Well, I've been saying Ari too, so that's awesome.
It's okay, a lot of people do. It's
Blame
fine.
my wife.
It's fine.
So, what's your rank? How long have you been at DT? And can you tell us just a little bit about your journey?
I am ranked as a Ruby, and I have been in for almost 7 months. And I was thinking a lot about this earlier, actually, for a little bit about my journey. And I think the best word for my journey is like really surprising, because I joined. I don't think I really expected. I know I didn't expect what I've gotten out of it. Definitely not. I joined with the Ruby bonus in mind, and I was going to get that, and I didn't really see anything past that. And I know it's cliche, but getting the Ruby bonus really did change my life. And I was going through a lot of things when I did get it, and I would have been screwed if it weren't for it. So I've had ups and downs, mostly ups, but I think my journey's been surprising.
Okay, so you said that you didn't really see anything past Ruby and getting the Ruby bonus. At one point, you were billed for Emerald, and that kind of didn't go as planned. What happened with that?
When I first started, I took off, and my team grew a lot faster than I expected, and everyone was on fire. And I didn't think I had anything to worry about because everyone was just going. And I had an entire Ruby leg crumble, and a bunch of people quit all at one time, and it just completely fell. So now I'm working on rebuilding that.
So with that happening, did that ever make you want to quit?
Yeah, it was really annoying.
Yeah.
It was really annoying because I felt like I've been, I don't know if that made me want to quit, but it made me really annoyed and discouraged because I feel like I've been at Ruby forever. And I haven't, but it feels like it.
Okay. And with that happening, that's a big setback, essentially kind of almost losing a rank. What do you feel pushes you to continue?
My kids definitely pushed me to continue, my 2 boys, but I myself too, because everybody always says their kids, and my kids I live and breathe for my boys, and they deserve the world, but I do too. And I don't want to live, I don't want to get by during the bare minimum, and that's pretty much all that I've done my entire life. And I don't want my kids to know me struggling, because we've struggled a lot in pretty much every aspect. And if I can do this for them and show them that anything's possible, then they push me every single day.
Yeah, so it's okay to have a main why, but it's okay for yourself to be your why as well. You should want better for yourself. Thank you. So next I want to talk to Rachel. Same thing. How long have you been in the business, and what is your rank?
I have been in the business for a year, and right now I'm being paid as a distributor, but I'm now chartered for Ruby, and my husband's chartered for Executive.
Yay! So you said that your husband's chartered for Executive, right?
Yes.
Does your husband play a role in the business? Is he actively working it? Does he have a role in it?
Not at all, but he is supportive as far as letting me sign him up. But he also, on a regular basis, will ask me how my business is going. Let me know he's really proud of me. Supporting me as far as taking care of the kids while I'm gone to meetings and parties and all those things.
So he's definitely playing a supportive role.
Sure.
That's good. So I also know that you homeschool.
I do 4.
4?
I homeschool 4.
4.
From 16 down to 5.
Oh, wow. So how do you work your business around homeschooling?
That's why it's taken me a whole year.
Okay.
No, and I'm very comfortable with that because it has, one, built me as a person. I had to find a good balance between my children and their educations and myself and the business. So in doing that, I think I've built my confidence level to a high level. And my kids even ask me, how's your work going, Mom? And they even help me. Can I help you, Mom? Or things like that. So I've been trying to do them during the day, during their studies, I've even done some math lessons with them, with It Works. So I've tried to incorporate that in our lessons as well.
Well, that's cool. So you kind of stated earlier that that you didn't really take off right away. Did you ever like take a step back and maybe reevaluate what you were doing, how you were working your business, anything like that?
I would say around September, October, I did. I actually was at a really low time with my business. I was finding it very, very hard to fit it in. So I was at a point where I was ready to say, I can't handle this anymore. But something inside of me just said, you keep going. I'm not much of one to give up. I've overcome a lot of harder things than that. So I said, what are you doing? And as soon as I did that, things really, really turned around for me. And I started charting for Ruby, my husband for Executive. So pushing through those couple hard months and knowing that I can do it and overcome all them obstacles that try to come in and interfere.
Right, because you'll never know where you're going to go if you just decide to quit.
Right.
It's definitely best to give it your best effort.
That's right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, Katie.
Hi.
Hi. So can you actually, how many times have you had to rebuild?
I've had to rebuild quite a lot. I've been in this company since last November, so it's about 13 months now. And I promoted really fast. Within my first 6 months, I was already up to diamond. And May was when everything kind of crumbled. I started building people that really weren't focused. And as soon as I hit diamond, a whole entire Ruby leg just fell off and quit. So actually I'm no longer diamond anymore. I'm actually paid as a Ruby, but my highest rank is diamond. So I've had to rebuild a lot.
So with you having to rebuild, how do you stay positive with people quitting on you?
At first, I used to think it was my leadership, something that I was doing wrong. But now I've had so many people quit on me that I just don't take it personal anymore. It's just not their time. And I feel like the right people will come into my business. And I've had some stronger people that I'm starting to rebuild now, and I'm hopefully going back diamond this month. But I just, those people, I'm going to learn to just let go. And if they want to come back, they can come back. But it just wasn't their time, and I'm just moving on to better people.
Right. So have you ever thought about quitting yourself with those people quitting under you? And you said that you felt like maybe your leadership wasn't where it needed to be. Do you feel like you ever wanted to quit due to those?
I have felt like I wanted to quit, but I am definitely not a quitter. I have done a lot for myself with personal development. I have done a lot with this team, and I don't think, I've finding new people, bringing new blood into my business, and running with the people who want to run, and letting go of the people that are ready to be let go.
Okay. So I guess a final question. How do you feel personally is the best way to separate business and friendships with you being a leader?
I find it really hard to separate business and friendships. I've been trying to work on that. But something that I do is that I'll talk to one of my girls, and I'll start off a sentence and say, hey, this is business Katie coming at you, this is what you need to do. And then I'll separate it that way and physically tell them that. When it's time to get down to business, it's time to get down to business, and I let them know that this is business time. This is what I'm telling you from a business standpoint. If you don't want to listen to that, then that's the way it is. And we've had some rough times, and there's been times where I've argued with my friends, I've argued with family, but
I've been in this company long enough for 13 months and I've rebuilt and I've learned and I hope that my team kind of just takes that information and so I just separate it like that.
Right, so it's okay to, have a personal relationship with people that are under you, but you're saying that it is important to have that line drawn to where, hey, it's time to be serious and make business
Definitely.
decisions.
Yes.
Okay, so, I guess more of the story is we all have setbacks, whether it's in the business, whether it's in life, whether it's life that's setting you back from the business. If you quit or you let those setbacks keep you down, you're never gonna know what the potential is, where you can go with the business and how much better things can be for you. So that's it. Katie wants to say one more thing.
Oh, gosh. Just I wish don't know how next- to do this.
Okay, one thing that I did learn from, I watched Alyssa Bilyeu's Periscope the other day, or I think it was today, was that this business and this company is not a race. It doesn't matter if it takes you 13 months to go Ruby. It doesn't matter if it takes you 2 years to go Diamond. This business will always be here. This business is not a race. So you want to make sure that you are putting people in your organization and on your team that are going to be strong, because that's something that I didn't do. When I first signed up, I wanted to sign all the distributors that I could, anybody in this business because I needed that. I wanted to promote and I wanted to promote fast. And as you guys can see, I promoted fast, but everything kind of shut down and it broke. And so you really want to make sure that you build a strong team and that even if it takes you forever, this business is going to be here forever. So it doesn't matter as long as you keep going and you don't quit and you have your why strong enough that everybody in this business has a setback and you guys can do it. So that's all I want to say.
Use the loud one.
Rachel's gonna pass around some note cards. We have an open question and answer. We want it to be anonymous so that everybody feels comfortable asking questions. So she's gonna walk around with some paper and then there's a basket in the back that you guys can drop your questions in and
I'll bring it around. You don't have to get up.
oh, okay. But yeah, just do that kind of quick just because I think that's the next one.
No, 2 more.
Okay.
You don't have to
two-
write a question if not, but this is your opportunity to ask a question if.
Do you have a pen?
No. I don't.
Perfect.
Just pass them back. I don't have a pen, I'm sorry.
Rachel, you can mark it with enjoy pencils.
Okay.
There's a great one. What, she can, if they can, ask it, raise your hand if you need something.
Here, just pass it down the road.
I'm trusting you.
Am I gonna talk? Yeah. I was gonna wait.
No one needs anything? Oh, I don't know. Do you guys have extra paper? Let them lay down the piano. Hey, Rachel, do you want the paper? Yeah, we're gonna paper. We'll just collect it right before the panel, so just hold on until the end. Okay, go for it then.
Okay, guys, this is like a weird, topic for me to talk about. I'm usually like super comfortable up here. I'm obviously up here every single month. But those of you guys who know me, like, I'm not an emotional person. I don't like talk about anything that's going on or anything like that. I'm awkward. I like, whatever. That's just me. So you're gonna have to bear with me for this. I might cry. I already am. Like, whew. Damn it.
No, don't hug her. That makes it.
Hug me. Oh my god.
Everyone stay where you are.
Oh my goodness. Gosh, I didn't think I was gonna cry at least right away.
It's okay.
Okay, so obviously you guys know stuff is going on with Sean and I. We're getting a divorce. I know a lot of you guys, I kind of said, don't ask me last meeting. And we're on good terms, everything like that. Like, we're not fighting or anything like that. It's just, it didn't work. And obviously that's like a life-changing thing. And so, I mean, I'm trying to learn to be by myself and to run my business by myself and to do all that. So, I mean, I know a lot of you guys noticed that I stepped back and for 2 months? 2 months, I didn't do anything. I did the absolute bare minimum. I just let life get the best of me. And even though Sean and I are on good terms, and honestly, I'm gonna tell you this, the divorce was me. It's not even whatever, but so it's not I wasn't prepared for it or anything like that, but no matter what, it's hard, and I let it get the best of me, and I let it hold me back. And because I did that, I was slacking on posting, I wasn't following up with anybody, I'm sure you guys watch my Facebook, I was going out drinking, I was not doing anything for the business. It's not even that I gave up, I mean, with this business, it has to be fun, you have to be passionate, you have to really want it. You have to be self-motivated in this business, and I wasn't. I was in the biggest slump. And again, it's not I wasn't prepared for the divorce or whatever, but again, it's just obviously life-changing, and it's something that you have to get used to. And I wasn't motivated, and I was slacking, and I stepped back, and because I stepped back, my entire team stepped back. And outside of Rachel's no one was promoting, nobody was signing anybody, and that's I truly feel it was my fault because I wasn't doing what I was supposed to do, and I wasn't leading by example. Your computer is going to die. Sorry. But because I wasn't doing what I was supposed to do, my team wasn't doing what they were supposed to do. And because of that, I actually lost my triple rank, and I bumped down to double. And because of that, I mean, my check dropped tremendously. So not only am I going through a divorce, but my checks dropped. I lost my rank, and that was very hard for me because I worked so hard to get where I am. And I let all of that crumble because I let life get the best of me. And that's the worst possible thing you can do, because then it just holds you back more, and then you feel like shit. It's true. And I can't help not swear, but I did get my triple back, and I'm lucky that happened because I didn't even work as hard as I could last month. And it's not even that I'm not trying. It's just when you don't have the passion for it, it's hard. It's hard to make posts about how awesome your life is when it's not. And I'm not complaining about my life by any means, because I do. I'm very blessed. I have a great life. I'm able to not work, and I can do it works full time. I have my dogs, I have my house, I have all that stuff, and I have great friends, but I don't know. I'm just lucky that I got it back because I didn't work as hard as I could, and whatever the case, it works just no longer fun, and I was depressed, and I was doing all that stuff, and I was drinking a lot, and I didn't want to work anymore because I didn't want to do anything. I literally just wanted to hang out at my house or do nothing, which is stupid. It's so stupid. But where's my notes? Oh, and so not only did I lose my bonus, not only did my team fall apart, not only did am I getting a divorce, not only all that, but because I let all of that get the best of me, and Rachel's my best friend, and because I was being shitty, and I wasn't doing my business like I was supposed to, and I wasn't being a good friend, we were fighting so bad. And
Gosh, what the hell?
damn it. And that's just really hard because I said, Rachel's my best friend, and we talk literally 24/7. We're constantly FaceTiming. She FaceTimes me in the shower, and we spend every day together. We cook dinner together. Carter is my nephew, and I felt I lost all that. And Rachel told me, and I think that was like the hardest thing is she was just like, I can't do it anymore and I'm gonna separate my team and like just, and it's not fair. It wasn't fair to her. And even Sam Whitford, she did the same thing to me and she's outside of Rachel's life and she's like, Desi, we need you. Like, you need to get it together. And like, that's just really hard because as a leader, you have so many people depending on you and then you just kind of give up and then like you ruin it for everybody and that just sucks. And it just weighs on you a lot. But anyway, I'm getting it back together and like, I do want you guys to know I am trying. It's hard. And I'm not making excuses because I tell all of you guys, like, don't make excuses, blah, blah, blah. Like, I hold myself to a very high standard and I'm trying. And I'm not perfect. I like, shit is just hard. But I'm getting it back together. I'm doing whatever I have to do to get my like life together and to start enrolling distributors and start getting it back together. Like I'm setting alarms so I remember to post and like I'm trying to be more interactive with everybody. Like I'm trying to do all this stuff. So like I need you guys to bear with me and like give me a chance to like be the leader that I was again and like if not better. So anyway, even when you lose like everything, like you can get it all back and like as long as you work hard and don't give up, you can just have everything back and like whatever. That's all I got to say. I just want you guys to know, like, I don't cry. I don't talk about stuff, and this is weird for me. So, you guys are all lucky you got to see me cry. Oh, I'm so clammy, gross.
So she gon' take over the world while these haters get mad. That's why all my bitches bad and she is crazy like I haven't made it all.
My phone died. Ricky? My phone died, so the few notes that I had, I no longer have. Okay, so these are all, I'm gonna talk about self-development, why it's important. These are all self-development books. This is a list that I got from Alyssa Bilyeu. I'm not a huge reader, so a lot of them I got on audio. I know that a lot of you have very busy lives, so the reason I like the audio is because you can listen to it in your car. You can listen to it when you're in the shower, when you're going to the bathroom. Like anytime you have a couple minutes, some of these don't take very long to listen to. And not even these books in general, but YouTube, you guys, there's so much good stuff out there. I truly believe that I got where I was, not only because I had Rachel's help, but because I did so much self-development. Every single chance I got, and every single chance I have, I get on YouTube or I play these videos. I'm constantly listening to new stuff and growing myself. Because we all have the same tools as far as the business is concerned, but what's gonna set you apart from everyone else in this room is your self-development. Because that's gonna take you to the next level. And that's gonna help you have that extra edge on everyone else. Because you're taking the time to not only grow your business, but you're growing yourself. And when you grow yourself, your business is gonna grow automatically. So these are a list of books. And it's free. I want you to all, well maybe not tonight because the Victoria's Secret fashion show's on, but tomorrow, I want you all to watch it on YouTube. Guys, I've probably watched it 6 times since I've been in this business. My business is, it's called The Secret. So it talks about, like, you just have to watch it. It talks about, well, thank you.
Like when you speak something to the world, that's basically what you get at.
Yeah, what you get back. Like it's all about vibes basically, and what you put out, you're getting back, and really how you your energy has a lot to do with everything. So it's just awesome. And I didn't realize, actually Josh had the book and I'm like, what? Like it was in our nightstand and I found it one day, I'm like, what is this? He's like, oh, I read it, and I opened it, I'm like, you're a weirdo. This is weird. Why'd you read this? And I started reading it and I was like, oh. And he's like, oh, you're reading my book, huh? And so then like I said, I'm not a huge book person. So I watched it on YouTube and I love it. It's on Netflix too. So YouTube or Netflix. but it's called The Secret, and that's another great one. But even, a lot of the top leaders have YouTube channels, and and it's so easy to type in, their names and then whatever you're curious about, or whatever you're having trouble with that day. So if I'm struggling with loyal customers, I'll type in Cami Dempsey, loyal customers, or Jade Hooper, loyal customers, one of the leaders' names and then loyal customers. It's that easy to get the extra help. It's that easy, but you have to take that extra step. You can't depend on your leaders for everything. Yes, we're here for you, and yes, we are here, to help you a ton, but you have to make that extra effort and make sure that you're pouring into yourself, because I can't stress to you guys how important it is. I want to see if my phone is charged. So I talked a little bit about the books, which the books are great. Write a couple of those down. I think it's posted on the page too, so that's on there for you. The Secret's on YouTube. And like I said, I know a lot of you don't have time, but when you're in the car, you guys, instead of turn off the radio, plug in your phone to your car, or if you can't do that, just turn your volume up and listen to the YouTube videos when you're in the car. I don't remember the last time that I was in the car without Matilda and was listening to music. I'm always listening, and